We are going to talk now about how to draw the handle and the end cap. It's the same basic premise. When you see these things, I want you not to think about it as a whole, but I want you to break it up into sections. And you can see here I've broken it into rectangles. So there is this longer rectangle here, and then this is almost a square. It's a little bit, it's fatter and shorter. And then we have this one that's more vertical feeling. We have this one on top, and then we have another long one that's longer than any of the other ones. So when you start to think about this, try to think of it in terms of rectangles, which makes it feel a little less daunting. So I have my pipe coming in, and then I can see that this part of the handle is a little bit wider than the pipe. So I'm going to draw that on there. So there's my rectangle. And it's divided, so it feels like the part that the pipe wrench can get a hold of. Do not worry about making that look three-dimensional yet. All of that will be added with value. Now I'm going to draw this rectangle, this kind of fat one. And I'm drawing it first, and then I'll go back and connect it. So now I have that, and this, I see that this is actually narrower than the pipe. So I want to have my lines there, narrower than the pipe, but they're equidistant in from the edge there. So kind of pay attention to that. And again, this is divided this way. Don't worry about making that look three-dimensional yet. Just get your basic shapes drawn for this step. Then I see there's a more vertical looking one. And then I see one this is skinnier than this one. It's not quite as wide, so I'm going to add that here. Won't make it as wide as that. And as I look at that, I think that I have made this too long, so I'm going to quick take care of that problem right now. I need to shorten that one up a little bit. And that happens as you go. You might need to tweak them. So I've done this one and this one. Now I have this rectangle here, and it's wider than any of them. So now I need to come up here and draw one that comes out past that. And then this is divided. So I see there's kind of a division here and there. Oh, what am I doing? There's a division here. There's a division here. There's a division over here, like that. And then above those, I see these gentle arches, which represent the top of that. So I'm going to sketch those in. And when I'm done then, I have the basic look of the handle. It will look more like the handle once you go back in and you're able to use your shading pencil and start to add the value that you see here and some of the value on these areas. It will start to feel more three-dimensional. But during this drawing part, don't start to add the value, just add the basic shapes, and you'll worry about adding the value in the next step. So that's how you do a handle. And if you look at the end caps, you can see it's the same exact thing. It's just rectangles stacked on top of each other. There's one here, one here, one here, and it attaches to the pipe. So as you add your end cap, think about dividing that in your mind before you go ahead and draw it on the paper.